Hey, what's happening? It's your girl Sam Republic. Welcome back to another video. So I know I look musty and a little bit crusty, but we're getting this wig off that I installed yesterday, which should have lasted for like the whole week. But I do want to show you guys how I uninstall a wig and reinstall a different wig. Between myself in a bob in a while, so we're going to be installing a bob wig and uninstalling this wig. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and join the Saint gang. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, Saint. Yeah, and let's get into this video.
Whatever you do, just stay true and show passion. When you talk, be precise.
I took a flight for the paddock. You said, babe, you so dramatic. I can't. Anything you want, boy, forget it. You just make me feel so. I took a chance and you grabbed it. You said, don't.
We're putting my hair up in a ponytail. This is just so that I don't have any hairs sticking in the way. As you guys can see, I've had this wig only for about 3 months and I got it from AliExpress. This is probably one of the worst wigs that I have purchased in my life. I spent a good 1.6 on this wig, and for it to be so really have so many whatever, it's just really annoying. So I'm putting on some glue remover on the lace, and this is just going to help lift the waist without any damaging to my natural hair underneath the lace. I don't have any wig caps at the bottom, so it's literally directly on my skin, and you're just gonna let that sit a bit, massage it in, and use the back of a rat tail comb to kind of lift under the lace. You want to do this slowly so that you do not tear the lace. As you can see that I'm doing it right here. My video is in a bit of a speed motion, but you do want to do that to the point where there is no tying, right? So as you can see, I've added a bit more and it is loosening up, and to the point where I have to also feel to see where the glue is coming up and where it's still tight. And just having to do that, it is a bit of a repetitive process, and you do have to take your time doing this just so that you do not rip the lace and you do not rip your hair or edges underneath. I am using this brush spray because it basically has the ingredients of a sanitizer, which is almost 70 to 80% alcohol in this. All right, and this just helps lift the glue completely. You will see in the next clips right here, and I'm just massaging that in as well as the lace remover that I have put in, and you can see how much that has lifted just from the few sprays that I put on right there. And zoop, there comes the wig off. Right, so now that I've taken my wig off, it's very important to get rid of the glue residue around your hairline. As you guys can see, that basically this brush cleaner, it's simply alcohol in here. Okay, you can also use 70% alcohol that you can buy in Clicks or Discam. This I bought in Discam, and I don't even use this to clean my brushes anymore. I literally have a brush cleaner, but this does disinfect and it basically lifts off the glue. Now what you're going to do is you are going to have to get rid of this glue residue slowly and carefully, otherwise you're going to lose your hairline. Please cautiously take your time. What you can use is a warm wet cloth or cotton rags and slowly rub it off. I'd prefer you use some oil or the glue remover and let it sit for a bit before you rub the residue off. Right, so I'm spraying this on my hairline just so that it lifts the glue the same way that it did on my wig. And I didn't manage to get all of the glue residue out of my hair. As much as I did actually have to go in with a comb and kind of like scrape it out. So just try your best and also move slowly to work in paces that you do not have to do that. So as you can see, I'm adding more of the lace remover and then just working out some of the residue and trying to get most of the big chunks out of my hair. Right, so I've got most of the big chunks out of my hair. I'm just gonna add some of this edge gel, and this is just gonna help me slick back the hair that I have out into my braids, and so that I don't have any hairs laying in directions that I don't want to lay. So depending on how long you want to keep a wig, many layers of glue, I usually go in with 2 layers of bold hold glue, and then I go in with the RL hairspray, and this leaves no residue. You don't get that white cast that you do get from got2b glue spray. So as you can see, I've put on a wig cap, and I only left that amount of hair in the front line because that is where I'm going to be layering the glue right? I wasn't patient with the install of this bob wig, so it didn't stick great. Also, the way that the person cut this lace to this wig was so terrible because it didn't really fit the parameter of my head, and I do have kind of a little bit of a small head, but it was terrible. So I'm going in with a layer of bold hold. This is just my first layer. You're then going to want to spread that out evenly on the perimeter of your head. Make sure to get that little net by your sideline as well, just so that it sticks really flat. And then you're going to wait till it goes clear like this. You can use a blow dryer to speed up the process. I'm going in with my second layer. As you can see, it is sticky. That is how you want it to be right around your perimeter. I'm going in with my second layer, and I'm going to speed up the process just by flattening out and then using a blow dry in between, as mentioned earlier. Right, so once that second layer is sticky as well, I'm going in with my lace glue spray, and this is just going to help give that extra firm hold that I want. And you're also going to have to wait until that gets sticky. This gives you a great hold, and it will last up to a week, maybe a week and a half. Obviously, depending on how you keep the hair and if you are using a lace band or on your lace when you go and sleep. Right, so once the hair is sticky, you're going to go in with your first placement. I recommend using a comb to brush back any hairs that may lay in the way in this process. Like you can see here, guys, I was so impatient in the process of laying this wig, and it just wasn't sitting right. So yeah, this is how I kind of let it to stay. You can see I'm struggling a bit here. So this is basically after I had laid it down and took it off. As you guys can see, I still have a little bit of a white cast, which means that my glue didn't dry properly. Usually you wouldn't have any white residue if your glue dried properly. Mine didn't dry properly. Like I mentioned, I was kind of in a rush laying this wig down. I don't even know why I was rushing. Okay, so I'm just picking away the hairs that lay down on the glue, and you guys can see that it's also lifting on the sides. And I was just so angry at this point. I was just like, you know what, let's just get this video over and done with. The whole point was just to show you guys how I uninstall and reinstall a wig, and you can have this, basically use the same practices, just don't be as impatient as I was. So I put a little heat protector spray in my wig or in my hair, and this is just so that I'm going to straighten the wig out and then kind of show you guys that, hey, this is how you do the hair. Okay, and I didn't really want the curls in there because, like I mentioned, I haven't seen myself in a bob in a minute. Okay, and I put the flat iron to 180, and I don't know why it was so hot, but I forgot that it's a titanium plate, not a ceramic plate, which I do need to get my hands on a ceramic plate flat iron because it's more healthier for your hair. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to watch the next video, and stay tuned, guys. Turn on my post notifications to get notified whenever I do post.